Hello Lachi Nation, welcome back. Today's video, I am gonna show you how to do makeup as quickly as I can. I'm gonna actually start a timer on my laptop. Okay, it started. So, I'm just gonna get started. So I've put on the ordinary milk thing. My face looks like it's losing a battle with Roaccutane. Beauty persists. I'm just gonna get some rubbing alcohol and put that in the eyebrows. I'm trying to cut corners to see how quickly I can do my makeup. Sometimes I take like 3 hours. You know what you could do in 3 hours? You can watch one showing of Hamilton, but why would you want to do? I personally don't like Hamilton. I'm hoping to do a very quick face. I have to be very time efficient and multitask. As a man, multitasking is difficult. Okay, so that was the milky toner I used before, and that's gonna go away. I spent like an hour yesterday cleaning, not my makeup brushes, my makeup product, like wiping actual products down so that they were cleaner and they represented me and my beauty. Because no one wants dirty makeup. And one time, one of my friends made a comment about how I needed to clean my makeup products. And it's been 8 months and I still think about that. So bullying works. Bullying absolutely works. Now I have let that sit for 1 second. So I'm gonna grab this overpriced comb, which is very dirty, which is a bad segue of saying I cleaned stuff. So why am I getting into drag today? I am hosting my monthly trivia at Warren Brown's in Parkdale. If anyone is in the Melbourne city, come and join. It's the first Wednesday of each month. You can follow me on Instagram to see when I'm doing stuff. It might be near you and you can come and support. I would appreciate that. I bought a few things from The Ordinary. This is the alpha. Well, obviously I'm an alpha, so I had to buy this one. Just rub that into the skin as opposed to what? Going back, please, if you're watching, press like. I'll give you a moment to do that. Good job. Good job. Comment below. Subscribe. Press the bell. Press the little bell, which means beautiful in French. I have this caffeine solution, which is going into the eye contour, which I don't think that's a real like technical term, but it's basically under eyes. And I'm gonna assume here, because this is giving like a contour. I pre-recorded my last few videos. I always look back and go, why was I doing my makeup like that? So can't wait to watch this in 3 months and go, why was I doing that? I'm grabbing my Amazon fan and I'm putting that up to 100 and just gonna dry those eyebrows. I sound like I'm near the airport, but you know, oh God, I can't speak because it keeps going in my mouth. I'm gonna take this. I wanna look like a freak, but the kind that is airbrushed, which is why you use blurring products. Does anyone else find that when they change their skin routine, their skin gets worse before it gets better? Or am I just inhaling insane amounts of copium to deal with the fact that I spent $140 on skincare stuff? Let me know. So I'm going in with a second layer of glue, and no one is actually using this video to follow makeup. I could lie about how to do stuff, and I would look better than anyone who does follow this. I'm also going to add this Origins under eye cream. Oh, that stings. Oh God. Do I look like a child yet? With all my it's hot in this room. Alrighty, since we are trying to go as quick as possible, I would normally do foundation and then contour and then like 2 types of cream blushes and 2 different contours of creams and ice cream and use cream, and then, you know, like you like, comment and subscribe. But since we are trying to, you know, cut out the fat, not to be fat phobic, but trying to slim down the routine, you know what I mean? We are just gonna do the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. There's also 2 types of concealer. I'm just gonna blend it all out in one go rather than one at a time. We don't have the time for that today. Look, I added a different product in there. That's smart. Now, concealer. I'm not gonna do blush because the blush doesn't do any. I have so much product on. It blends out to absolutely nothing, which is the antithesis of the song Absolutely Everybody. That joke didn't even make sense, but I did enjoy saying it. So that's, you know, at the end of the day, that's what matters. Yes, I know this foundation is not my shade, but it looks good. And don't forget the Ella. This is NARS. So expensive, but very good. I do want to buy makeup. Recommend me stuff to buy. Come on. See, in the time we did that, this layer is pretty much dry. I'm scared because if it gets clumpy, it's no going back. And yes, I'm back at the airport. I'll meet you after my flight. 1 second. Using a Mrs. Powder Puff we are gonna set that, starting with the under eye, but set that entire face. But not the eyebrows yet, because they are not done. This dryer will save you so much time and effort. When you're in drag, it will cool you down so much, and it is just a lifesaver. Not the lolly, but like an actual lifesaver. Not actually, but you know what I mean, like figuratively. But once again, not the lolly. So what I am doing next is a little bit silly, but I actually start doing the powders of my face already, using the white on the highlights, basically the center of my face ever, and then more Hourglass. You don't want to know how much I spent for this one. This was their like holiday look, it's the thing we all used to draw in our textbooks in school, and I do that in other places on my face. That's not the high points, but not contour points. Do I look blurred? In person, I actually do a little bit. I also need to get LASIK eye surgery on one of my eyes. Let's see how we feel about all these makeup looks after I get that. So we're doing all of this while the eyebrows are still drying. In an ideal world, I would love to do the eyes first because it's easier to fix any fallout, but life's not fair. As the great Naomi Smalls said. Now I'm gonna take this Avani Greg Morphe and darken up the outer edges, because I like this palette a lot. It is super dark, but I still have an instinctual need to use it. So that's interesting, and I'll unpack that later. Me, when I get home from vacation, now I'm gonna take a really tiny brush, and I'm getting the Benefit bronzer contour. I finally have hit pan on this after what feels like years, and is also years. This bronzer was expensive, but cheaper than a nose job. We're gonna get this beautiful color. Once again, all Hourglass. Don't calculate how much I spent on Hourglass makeup, please. Just put that here. So much of it. So much. Now we go in the darker one. I feel like the powder stays a little bit. The cream blush just disappears. But I love the fantasy of putting on so many products and taking 4 hours to get ready. I love it. So I allow myself time to take that long. But if you don't have time, then we're skipping steps. Does filming add a little bit of time? Yeah. It does, because I'm talking, but that's fine. That's not dry yet. It still is giving off a bit of purple. Was it blue? I'm colorblind. So each time I finish a big chunk of makeup, like all the powders, all the creams, I am doing a layer of glue. Usually I leave it and wait, but I have a great idea to do my lipstick now while this layer of glue is still drying. If I am running late, I can just put on this and mush my lips together. It makes a nice shape. Because I said in a video weeks ago, by the time I get up to lipstick, I'm over it. I'm bored. I don't care. So I'm like, maybe if I do it earlier, I won't not care. I really want to resubscribe to the P. Louise budget boxes. This is P. Louise. That's the context of this. I might do it. I love them. They're so fun. And now we're going to get the powder and absolutely coat it and press. You hope everything that you've done in your life has led to having good brow coverage. Although I will say 99% of the people at this gig tonight are transsexual. So they won't know a good brow coverage if it hit them in the face. Although nobody asked me anymore, where did you put it? Like, so that's nice. I'm a little bit scared to see how the brows are doing. Okay, dust off the excess. We are gonna not respect the topography, and we are trying to cover up these eyebrows as much as we can. I am going in with a super thick concealer, Ben Nye cream highlight, and coating a layer of product. Let that sit there for a moment. While we're doing that, we're gonna put on the skincare products on the forehead now, because we didn't put any on before because we would have taken it all off with how much rubbing alcohol was on my forehead. So just give that a moment. Okay, and then foundation brush. I love how I'm like, this is quick, and it still has taken me an hour. The glue drying takes a long time, and you can't speed that up. Well, that was stupid. Oh my god. I've never done that before. How do I fix that? I can't believe I dropped a beauty blender on my face and just... It's not serious. It's not serious. I'm gonna go in with this NARS foundation. So expensive. Didn't pay for it though. Someone gave it to me. Okay, I think that's pretty good. It's gotten rid of a little bit of the nose contour, but that was gonna happen anyways. I look crazy. Perfect. That's what we want. Now I look unwell. Sorry about the dandruff. Okay, now we're moving on to the eyes. If I am trying to be quick with my makeup, I still am trying to achieve that goal. I can't find the product, but I'm taking this white from Kimchi. I'm gonna carve out where my eyebrows are gonna be first. because it's much easier to fix this part than to fix brown. That seems even enough. I'll tap that in with my finger, but that's life. We are to the eyebrows. I'm just gonna take any cream product. I've been using a few different products, but I like ones that turn to liquid real quick. So this P. Louise one, I think it's meant to be used as an eyeshadow. I don't understand cream eyeshadows. That will be sufficient for what we're wanting. The thing with makeup is, if everything's a little out of place, it's fine. You just need to stop touching it and leave it. Whew, I'm getting stressed. Now we take this Krylon. It looks weird with the lips already done. Don't you think? Doing your makeup is a great form of mindfulness. I'm not qualified as a meditation person or makeup artist, but you're here. So breathe in and like, comment, and subscribe. Krylon White, so good. And this Trixie brush, I did have another one. Don't know where it went. I used to do my eyeshadow with it and blend it out. I'm gonna use the same palette. Super easy to use. Love it. This is making me want to join the P. Louise budget box again, and maybe I'll do a monthly review. We should tag Louise and get them to send me stuff for free. Actually, them paying me would be even better. Don't worry about it. Doing the lightest color and then going out into the darkest color. Light to dark. If I'm in a rush, we are doing neutral, warm toned eyeshadows. Is this a warm toned eyeshadow? I'm not fully sure. I say yeah. I think it is. Sorry, my phone keeps running out of storage, so I have to delete the videos of me talking smack with Mickey Mouse. I did work at Disney. My visa expired. I should have started with this eye, because this is my bad eye. Doing this eye is so much harder. We'll see once everything is on how that looks. But I am brave. I am very brave. Ew, I just got black eyeliner all over my leg. That was a weird sensation. Now I'm gonna cut the crease with this Demyrex like metal color. If I'm running late or being quick, I'm not doing a proper cut crease. It is an implied one. There's this multi-chrome pigment, which I don't know if it does much, but we're using it. I'm basically using it for the brush, and we are kind of cutting the crease, but it's like a quick cutting of the crease. Should we add a pop of color? No, because adding color can lead to a mistake, and we are trying to rush. So what does that mean? No color, just brown and lighter brown. Those are only options. Okay, now if we weren't rushing, I would do like a glitter eyeshadow, then glitter, and then, you know, like a glitter primer and all that. We're rushing. So, chunky glitter, then fine glitter. Fine meaning the size, but also fine can mean good as well, but also bad. Like parking fine is bad. But if someone said, yeah, you're fine. Okay, now that's really sparkly and looks like I put a lot more effort in than I actually did, which that's all I want in life. Next, we are just gonna be setting the eyebrows because so much has happened to them. So like before, if I had time, sometimes I do 5 different shades of brown in my eyebrow, but not today. Perfect. Okay, I need to get rid of this powder on my nose. People are gonna start thinking I'm from LA or something. And now we just clean up this part with our concealer to get that sharper. And this dries pretty quick actually, so I'm just gonna do one at a time. I'll fix that later. That looks pretty good. And this side. Ooh, this looks pretty good. You think the eyes would take longer, but it's the covering of the brows that really takes the longest amount of time. Especially when you're doing a simple eye look like this, at least to me it is. Now we'll take that setting spray again, and that just melts everything. And that's because I used half the bottle. Whoa, why is it stinging? Did I use the one with rubbing alcohol? No, I didn't. I do have a setting spray bottle with rubbing alcohol. This is MCO Beauty as well. I don't know if I believe in setting spray, like having to pay $50, $60 for it. So cheap MCO Beauty, sure. Whew, we are nearly done. I'm gonna speed up the drying process with the air. Looking good. Feeling gorgeous. If anyone has a blush that is this color, let me know. Actually don't, that's really mean. I'm running out of it and you just want to show it off to me. That's nasty behavior. Let's talk about highlight. At the start of my journey, I was all into silver highlights. If you go back, silver highlights were the thing. Iridescent highlight from Kimchi. But now I'm enjoying gold highlight. I never thought I would say that. I'm really hoping the highlight I'm putting on right now is gold. So let's hope. But life's beautiful sometimes. This makeup is finished. I just need to put lashes on and this would be sufficient to leave the house. Leave a comment below how long you think it took. I'm gonna do lashes and then we'll discuss. Alrighty everybody, this is the final look. I am Princess Belle. I just have to put earrings on. Thank you everyone so much for getting ready with me. My name's Lachi, as Princess Belle, as Danny DeVito, as Drag Race Down Under season, whatever winner. Oh, how wonderful.